Hi everyone, welcome back to Maths Guide. Today we are again diving into the world of angles, but now specifically complementary and supplementary angles. Have you ever wondered how certain pair of angles work together to form right angle or straight lines? In this video, we will break it all down with simple explanations, practical examples, and tips to help you master these concepts. Stick around because by the end you will be knowing exactly how to identify and calculate these angles with confidence. Before moving on to the main topic of complementary and supplementary angles, we must know what are adjacent angles. Adjacent angles are angles which share common vertex and they share common arm. For example, look at this angle ABC. If I divide it into two parts, we get two angles, and both angles are sharing this common vertex B. And this arm BD is the common arm of this angle ABD and this angle CBD. So if we split angle ABC into two angles, these two angles are called adjacent angles. Complementary angles can also be a part of adjacent angles only when they share common arm and common vertex. But remember that complementary angles add up to 90 degrees always. So we can say that when the sum of two angles is 90 degrees, they are called complementary angles. In this figure, 60 degrees and 30 degrees are both adjacent angles and also they are complementary angles because they add up to 90 degrees. We can say that the complement of 30 degree is 60 degree and the complement of 60 degree is 30 degree. Just like complementary angles, supplementary angles can also be adjacent angles if they share common arm and common vertex. Here xn is the common arm of these two angles and x is the common vertex. Now here the sum of two angles is 180 degrees. So it means when the sum of two angles is 180 degrees, they are called supplementary angles. Here 120 degrees is supplement of 60 degrees and 60 degrees is supplement of 120 degrees. Now let's do some practice. As you know, complementary angles are two angles whose measures add up to 90 degrees. If the sum of these angles is 90 degrees, we can find the complement of any angle by subtracting it from 90 degrees. So if we want to find the complement of 15 degree, we have to subtract 15 from 90 and we get 75 degrees. Similarly, complement of 70 degrees is 20 degrees. 65 degrees complement is 25 degrees and the complement of 90 degrees is always zeros. Now to find supplement of any angle, we have to subtract any angle from 180 degrees because supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees. To find the supplement of 98 degrees, we have to subtract it from 180 and we get 82 degrees. Supplement of 5 degrees will be 175 degrees and supplement of 125 degrees is 55 degrees. Supplement of 90 degrees will obviously be 90 degrees because all these angles add up to 180 degrees. Another activity for you regarding adjacent angles. As you can see, two non-parallel lines are intersecting each other and four angles are formed. Angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. Now we have to identify which angles are adjacent and which angles are non-adjacent. As you know, adjacent angles are angles which share common arm and have common vertex. All these four angles are sharing common vertex, but now we have to identify whether they are sharing common arm or not. Look at angle A and B. They are sharing common arm. B and C, they are also sharing common arm. And D and B, they are opposite to each other. They are sharing common vertex, but they are not sharing common arm. A and C are also non-adjacent. We have now studied about adjacent complementary angles and supplementary angles. Have you ever seen non-adjacent complementary angles? Look at this figure. As they are not sharing their common arm and common vertex, they are called non-adjacent complementary angles. And now these two angles are adding up to 180 degrees, so they are supplementary angles, but they are also non-adjacent because they are also not sharing common arm and vertex. As you know, knowledge is power. The more you know, the more you grow. I hope this video would have increased your knowledge regarding angles. I would like you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed it yet, and click on the bell icon to get timely notification. My next video will be about types of triangles, so stay tuned to my channel.